You've been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in Mass Communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training hub with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 08033 834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
My name is Mr. Tony Akure. I'm here to talk about the StarTime Solar experience that was recently installed to the present facility I manage. We've had some issues when it comes to powering the facility. We made a contact with the StarTimes company, and on the long run, we're able to get into partnership with them, where they formally installed the current inverter machine. The installation of this very inverter gave us a cut in our cost implications when it comes to the usage in power, both in PHCN and also the diesel purchase to our generator.
Have you been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in Mass Communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training hub with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 08033 834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
Hotels abound everywhere, but when you're looking for a cozy, comfortable, luxury, and environment that will take you to the zenith of your expectations, A&T Residential Hotels is the place. The rooms are designed to be your home away from home. We have services, both bar, room, and kitchen are all 24 hours. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool and our gym to keep your body fit. Our staff are excellent as they welcome you with royalty. Come shake your body as our nightclub opens every Friday with Asu Barbecue. Asuya joints available all day. We have a whole capacity of about 1,500 for your occasions. Welcome to A&T Presidential Hotels, Kilometer 5, Ilesha, Owo Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 081-4633-5949 and 070-1222-6282. A&T Presidential Hotels. Comfort and class redefined.
Have you been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in Mass Communication and MBTE NTA-approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism, and television engineering, respectively. The college, as a training herb with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 080-33-834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
Good evening and welcome on this week's edition of News Diary. News Diary is the compilation of fresh reports and some of the ones that made headlines in the course of the week. We'll go on a short break. News Diary returns with the news of the day. We begin with the news of the day. Research shows that glaucoma is the leading cause of irreversible blindness, with 80 million people affected globally, which experts say can be prevented with early detection through comprehensive eye exams. In this report, Nta Akure examines the causes of the disease and the preventive measures to guide against sight loss.
Investigations show that glaucoma is a group of eye diseases that damage the optic nerve, the vital connection between the eye and the brain. It usually develops slowly over time without noticeable symptoms. Glaucoma sometimes represents itself through eye pain, nausea, and sudden vision loss. Research reveals that while anyone can develop glaucoma, several risk factors increase the likelihood of developing the condition, including age, family history, and medical conditions, among others.
Causes of our glaucoma varies. We want to talk about increased eye pressure, increased intraocular pressure. Second one, we want to talk about poor drainage of the eye fluid, which can be as a result of open angle, and we have a close angle. Then we have genetic factors. We also have injury to the eye as another major cause. Then we have long-term use of steroid.
Although glaucoma is the most common cause of blindness globally, it is a preventable and manageable condition when diagnosed early, alongside promoting and sharing information about the disease.
Glaucoma, occurs in different stages, of course, and the early stages, can be cured and can be treated and cured. But for the late presentation, of course, it can lead to permanent, loss of eyesight, permanent loss of sight. And when there is loss of sight, there is no other cure for that except to give what you call rehabilitation and palliation to the affected patient. Generally, what we want to do to prevent development of glaucoma, of course, eye testing, otherwise called eye screening for glaucoma.
In 2020, the World Glaucoma Association, in collaboration with the World Glaucoma Patient Association, established World Glaucoma Day, observed every March 12, now commonly observed as World Glaucoma Week, falls between March 8 to 14 this year, to raise global awareness, promote early detection, and educate the public on preventing blindness from the disease. The theme for this year's commemoration is Uniting for a Glaucoma-Free World. In Akure, Nta Akure, NTA News.
And up next is Sport Updates with Peter Oibo.
Nigeria is stepping up preparations to host the 2026 African Challenge Trophy, Africa's premier women's amateur golf championship, as part of effort to mobilize support for the continental event. The Ladies Golfers Association of Nigeria has installed the Director General of the Energy Commission of Nigeria, Mustafa Abdullahi, as an ambassador for the tournament. The championship will take place from November 1st to 7th, 2026 at the IBB International Golf and Country Club in Abuja and is expected to attract female golfers from more than 30 African nations.
We gave him an award as an ambassador of AACT to promote this event.
It's a bit surprised that they didn't just come for courtesy visit. They decided to make me an ambassador. And I have, during my speech, made commitment to the association to serve diligently.
Elsewhere, Bender Insurance will be hoping to strengthen their push for a continental slot when they host relegation threatening Kut Khalifa of match day 30 of the Nigerian Premier Football League on Saturday. 8 more matches are scheduled for Sunday as the fight for title, strong finish and survivor continues with the game between Ikorodu City and Rivers United, rounding up the match day on Monday. In England, Sunderland face Brighton in a match that will be live on NTA from 3:30. 2 major evening matches followed, with Arsenal hosting Brighton and Chelsea taking on Newcastle at Stamford Bridge before West Ham hosts Manchester City. 4 more matches are scheduled for Sunday. Manchester United facing Aston Villa and Liverpool hosting Tottenham at Anfield. Finally, Nigerian senior female basketball team the Tigers has turned their attention on their next 3 matches at the FIBA's Women's World Cup qualification competition in France, where they are bid to tango Philippines on Saturday. The Reina Wakama squad will aim for a quick return to winning ways as they lost 77-60 to Asian champions South Korea. With Sport Update, Peter Oibo, NTA News.
You're still watching News Diary. We shall go on another break. News Diary returns shortly.
Aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through Nta Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in Mass Communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training hub with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 08033 834-343 and 08069-809-897. Announcer Management.
Yeah, welcome back. Don't forget you can also watch us live on social media via our handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. Moving on now to reports that made headlines in the course of the week. The Ondo State government, through the Ministry of Transport, flagged off the clearing of waterways in the riverine areas of the state. This initiative aims to improve water transportation, protect the ecosystem and support the livelihoods of residents in the coastal communities. Adabaya Jagade now reports.
Investigation reveals that for several years, blocked waterways have hindered smooth transportation, disrupted fishing activities, and created environmental challenges for the riverine areas and their people who depend on water routes for their daily economic activities. However, with the recent clearing of the waterways by the Ondo State government in the areas, residents of Igbegunrin, Ikoya, and Irele seem to be relieved as they express joy and appreciation. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transport in Ondo State, Lebile Temitope, assured that the projects will be closely monitored to ensure prompt execution and timely completion.
The livelihood of our people in the river area centered around fishing. If the waterways are blocked, navigation will be difficult for them to go fishing. Then, apart from fishing, it is the mode of movement from one location to the other.
Also, the inspection team said beyond improving movement on the waterways, the initiative also adopts a direct labor approach aimed at creating employment opportunities and empowering people within the host communities.
We are here to make sure that there's no hindrance on the movement of boats and canoe on our waterways. And it's a policy of the federal government going forward that people that ply on waterways should wear life jackets.
Once all this is cleared, everything will be good for the people. They can fish properly, and the fishes underneath also can breathe properly and have space.
The governor and the government want to bring the economic benefit to the people that live in that environment, and they know that they are the ones that use the waterways.
Residents in the communities are optimistic that the initiative will boost economic opportunities in the areas as well as promote sustainable practices and improved water transportation.
In Irili, Adebayo Zogede, NTA News.
The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, in collaboration with the Ondo State Emergency Management Agency, ODESEMA, distributed relief materials to victims of fire disasters in Owo local government area and Ose local government area of the state. The intervention is part of efforts by the federal government to provide urgent humanitarian assistance to victims of natural disasters in affected communities. Olajumoke Oladimeji reports.
Respite has come for the victims of the 2025 fire disaster in Owo and Ose local government areas of Ondo State, as the National Emergency Management Agency NEMA distributed relief materials to affected residents. Items distributed include bags of rice, seasoning, roofing sheets, cement, and other essential materials to help cushion the effects of the disaster. Some of the beneficiaries expressed gratitude to the federal government, describing the gesture as a demonstration of the renewed hope agenda aimed at improving the welfare of Nigerians.
This is the first time that we have this kind of opportunity, so I'm very grateful. May God Almighty will be with them.
We really appreciate the Ondo State government and the NEMA. The Lord will continue to bless them, and they will continue to go higher in the name of Jesus.
I really thank the government and the NEMA agency.
Authorities of NEMA explained that the agency will continue to provide timely humanitarian assistance to communities affected by natural disasters and other emergencies across the country.
The government wants them to have a feel of belonging. What they have been given cannot quantify what has been destroyed, but at least they should know that the government cares.
We did on-the-spot assessment of the affected victims. That those people that were affected, the government, through NEMA and SEMA of Ondo State, had to bring succor to their situations by giving them some relief materials.
After today, we are still moving down to each local government to give them relief material to support the victim of fire incident.
The agency also reaffirmed that the federal government remains committed to the well-being and protection of all Nigerians. In Akure, Olajumoke Oladimeji, NTA News.
Former Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly and founder of the Oloyelogun International Foundation, Bamidele Oloyelogun, appealed to well-meaning Nigerians to support government efforts in providing basic amenities in schools and assisting the less privileged in the society. He made the appeal during the week at the handover of newly renovated and constructed classrooms at St. Paul CAC Primary School, Ikbogun, in Ifedore local government area of Ondo State. Oluwakemi Ademola now reports.
Renovated classrooms at St. Paul CAC Primary School, Ikbogun, in Ifedore local government area of Ondo State, now stand as a symbol of renewed hope for pupils and teachers in the community. The transformation was made possible through the intervention of the Oloyelogun International Foundation, funded by former Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, Bamidele Oloyelogun. As part of the project, the foundation renovated and reconstructed 6 classrooms and 3 offices, providing a more conducive environment for teaching and learning.
Gone are the days we don't have facility we don't have opportunity. But the opportunity came to me, and I have to use it for my people so that the little one can grow.
They learn work, they build school for them, they give many people to support them to build their businesses.
During the handover of the project to the state government, the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Olusegun Omojua, said the initiative complements the state government efforts at improving infrastructure in the education sector.
We are happy with it because the building of this school or reconstruction, as the case may be, aligns with the vision of the governor in the education sector.
Dignitaries and other stakeholders commended the former lawmaker for investing in the future of children through the intervention.
He has done his best now. He has given his best to education in Ifedore and for the people of Ikpogun and for Nigeria as a whole. Because children to be taught here, nobody knows what they will become tomorrow.
He has invested in the life of this young one. He has done well to the good people of the local government, and we don't have choice than to imitate him.
This innovation is not just about building, it is truly an investment in the future of our children and the development of our community.
Established in 2011, the Oloyelogun International Foundation focuses on supporting the less privileged and executing community-based projects across the state. The foundation also collaborated with the Bank of Industry in executing the project. In Akure, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA News.
The Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Nta Akure chapter, during the week marked the International Women's Day with a call for more women inclusion in leadership roles towards national development. The event, which was with the theme Gifts Gain, Rights, Justice and Action for All Women and Girls, featured a keynote lecture delivered by Professor Christiana Ijagbemi. Our correspondent now reports. The guest lecturer, Professor Christiana Ijagbemi, emphasized the need to empower women to drive meaningful change in the society, highlighting the importance of giving back to the society as a pathway to personal growth and collective progress.
To give knowledge, to give hope, to give encouragement, we are to give support to women, and then we'll later see the gain.
Chairperson of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Nta Akure chapter, Adenike Obakoyawa, described the celebration as a reminder of the vital contributions of women to societal growth. She urged stakeholders to take deliberate steps to empower women and create more opportunities for them to thrive across professional fields.
In the recent years, women, we don't hear our voices, and women, we don't have gender equality. We are gender bias. So we need to be celebrated of what we have been doing to the society.
There were goodwill messages from stakeholders, including the Commissioner for Women Affairs in Ondo State, Sheon Wasamaye, who encouraged women to remain active contributors to social and economic developments.
Let us renew our collective commitment to building a society where every woman and girl is empowered, valued, and given the opportunity to contribute meaningfully to national development.
I want to appreciate the association for putting this type of befitting gathering together, where you consciously tell ladies that they are not mistaken.
Award presentations for outstanding women alongside poetry presentations by invited schools formed highlights of the event.
Then when you look at the give to gain, well, this association is known for giving to people.
Theme of this year, give to gain. Like a lecturer, I give knowledge to my students.
The Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Nta Akure chapter, was established in 1982 to promote, encourage and support women in the engineering profession. Improving the existing Center for Space Research and Applications through the acquisition of state-of-the-art equipment is crucial for enabling advanced deep space studies and improving downstream applications for development in radio communication. This formed part of the submissions of a professor of communication physics, Federal University of Technology, Akure Futa, Professor Sunday Ojo, while delivering the 194th inaugural lecture of the institution held during the week. Toyin Batire now reports.
The inaugural lecture, titled Communication in Raining Conditions, Coat of Many Colors, highlighted the various challenges associated with radio communication during rainfall and suggested possible solutions to improve signal stability and reliability. The lecturer, Professor Sunday Ojo, noted that radio has become an essential part of daily life and that rainfall often poses challenges to signal availability and accessibility.
We are actually going to higher frequencies as well. We love 5G, we love CG. They operate at a higher frequency, and the higher you go, the more rain can affect the signals.
To safeguard signal availability and enhance quality, Professor Ojo recommended the design and fabrication of antennas to improve quality of service and ensure energy sustainability. He suggested the implementation of smart grids for transceiver-based stations to guarantee reliable signal availability during raining conditions.
One of the solutions I prefer is to use what we call the site and path diversity measure, or to develop an antenna that can resist such kind of a disruption when rain falls.
The Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Professor Adenike Oladiji, alongside other guests at the event, described the lecture as timely, noting that its recommendations could enhance radio communication.
The inaugural lecture of today majorly centers on, the challenges that rain, weather condition, particularly rain, how it can affect radio and all those stuff. And then ended up finding solutions to some of these problems.
The professor has already told us the advantages and the disadvantages, and we will learn from there and we'll see how it will be improved in the nearest future.
The inaugural lecturer had told us his journey through the academia, and in particular how he had been able to solve some very important national problems concerning communication as it affects our region.
Stakeholders expressed optimism that the recommendations from the inaugural lecture would improve radio communication in the country if properly implemented. In Akure, Toyin Batire, NTA News.
As Muslims across the world observe the final days of the holy month of Ramadan, clerics have called on faithfuls to deepen their devotion through increased prayers and acts of charity. Islamic scholars in the course of the week said the last 10 days of the fasting period offer a special opportunity for spiritual renewal and for seeking the blessings of Laylatul Qadr, the night of majesty. Oluwakemi Ademola now reports.
As the holy month of Ramadan near its conclusion, Muslim faithful across the country are embracing the 10 days of fasting with devotion and spiritual anticipation. Islamic scholars explain that while the first 10 days of Ramadan are dedicated to mercy and blessings, and the second 10 days symbolize forgiveness, it is the final 10 days that hold the greatest spiritual significance, offering believers a chance for deep reflection and rejuvenation.
Muslims all over the world are bound, at least, to observe what is known as Laylatul Qadr. That is the night of majesty. It's a way for someone to be closer to God. You abandon your home, you abandon your wife, you abandon all your businesses and trafficking. You shun them. You go to a place to stay there for at least 10 days.
So this last 10 days of Ramadan is very, very important, simply because it was there that we'll be able to witness a day that is very important, and is more than 1,000 months, which is equivalent to 83 years 4 months. So there, that day is full of forgiveness of Almighty Allah, and there will be able to move close to Almighty Allah, in other words, to have his own pleasure.
During this period, Adherents are also expected to give zakat the fitri in accordance with Islamic teachings.
We should do what we call itikaf, that we should seclude ourselves in the mosque and continue to pray or do our ibadat and do some askar that is recommended. And the Prophet said we should also read the Quran, because the Quran was revealed in the month of Ramadan, precisely in that night of majesty. People that are fasting too should also note that in the last 10 days they should do what we call zakatul fitr. That means the alms that we give to those people who are fasting, that are not very rich, understand, and so that they should celebrate with us in the Eid.
The closing days of Ramadan will culminate in the celebration of Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of the month of fasting and devotion. In Akure, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA News.
As part of efforts to expose students to real-life experiences beyond the classroom, Babcock Secondary School embarked on an educational excursion to the Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Akure, in the course of the week. Helen Indibuisi reports.
Students of Babcock University High School were received by staff of the Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Akure, who guided them through key areas of television broadcasting. Among the sections visited were the studio and the master control room, where the students observed how broadcast equipment and computer-based systems are used in program production and transmission.
Visuals and sound. So automatically, this is not the usual microphone you are seeing outside.
Some of the students expressed excitement about the visit, noting that the experience has further broadened their understanding of the broadcasting profession.
Today, I learned how the audio and the visual are being transmitted and connected together in the transmission hall.
I learned how the chroma is being used in the MCR room.
I learned how the graphics are being converted from like a pure color to something that looks nice.
The school explained that the excursion forms part of its practical learning approach aimed at exposing students to real-life work environments and helping them make informed career choices in the future.
It was an excursion that inspired my career. So if a student come around and see how things work, in a way, he or she can be inspired to really want to do. And coming around, even me myself as a teacher, I have some first-class experience around the transmitter, beyond what the student can just learn. Myself, actually learned a few things.
According to the school management, the excursion also aligns with the institution's goal of preparing students for service by developing their intellectual and moral capacities. In Akure, Helen Ndubisi, NTA News.
And that's where we conclude this week's edition of News Diary on NTA Akure. Do join us again same time next week for another interesting edition of News Diary. Have a wonderful evening.
Accessible in a serene environment with adequate security.